Welcome to our Creators Crushing It segment, where we highlight some tiny giants getting their feet 5-4 on. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a quick and dirty analysis of this YouTube channel and how much money it makes. So for those who don't know, YouTube will pay you $3 to $5 per 1,000 views because YouTube pays out on what's called a cost per mil or cost per 1,000 view basis. So for every 1,000 views that your YouTube channel generates, YouTube will pay you $3 to $5. And today, for the very first one, we are going to highlight ABD, Anime Balls Deep. I'm so excited for this one. So this is the YouTube channel Anime Balls Deep, and they have 1.61 million subscribers. So they are in the coveted 1 million subscriber club. So rare air that they breathe. So this is, by all standards of measure, a very successful YouTube channel. This is Yusuf over here. And no, this is Adeola. This is Adeola and this is Yusuf. Or it might be the reverse, but I'm pretty sure the one on the left is Adeola and this is Yusuf over here. But what I like about ABD, in addition to their content, because I am a fan, I'm not subscribed here because this is my business channel. This isn't the personal channel. But what I like about Adeola and Yusuf is that they are very transparent about the trajectory that they took, right? So they highlight by date. So they opened this YouTube channel January 9th, 2014. So as of this recording, 9 years ago, right? Almost 10 years in, it took them a year to get, over a year to get their first 1,000 subscribers. And then they doubled that in February of that year. And then by May of that year, they had 4,000 subscribers. And then, by the end of that year, they had 100 and they went from 1,000 to 100,000 in a year. So so it took them 1 year to go from 0 to 1,000, but in that 1 year in 2015, they went from 1,000 to 100,000, and then their trajectory to 150,000 the following year, 200,000, 50,000 2017, 300,000 and 400,000 in 2018, and by 2019 they have 500,000 subscribers, and as of this recording they have 1.61 million subscribers. And so this YouTube channel has generated 437,941,117 views, right? So almost 500 million views they've generated in the 10 years that they've been doing YouTube, almost 10 years that they've been doing YouTube. And I did the maths because, Adeola and Yusuf are from the United Kingdom. They say maths over there across the pond. But assuming that YouTube split the difference and paid them $4 per view on the 437,941,000 views that this channel has produced, they have been paid $1.751 million by YouTube, right? And if you look at just the videos that they've recently done, on average, they're averaging right around, and I'll go back a month, and I did this math ahead of time just to expedite the process, but they're averaging right around 332,000 views per video. Some get more, some get less, but on average for the last month, they've averaged 332,000 views per video. But here's what I want you to pay attention to, and here's what I want to highlight. They pop these out every other day or so. So over they put out 4 videos in 7 days, and they go at the cadence of about once every other day. So they produce about 19 videos over the course of a month, and the average video gets 332,000 views. And again, at $4 per 1,000 views, the average video makes them about $1,288 per video. And again, they're pumping this out every other day almost, right? So with the 19 videos that this YouTube channel has produced in the past month, they've produced 6,321,000 22,000 views. If you go back 1 month to right here where it says 4 weeks, if you add up all these videos, which I did, that's 19 videos. These 19 videos, on average of 332,000 views per video, has produced 6,321,000 views and grossed $25,284 in a month. Now, that's just the AdSense. That's just what YouTube paid out. That does not include their merch. That does not include any sponsorships or collaborations. That does not include any of the speaking engagements. That does not include anything. That is simply the monetization on YouTube only. This channel makes about $25,000 a month. So conservatively, if we double that, let's just say the business as a whole makes $50,000 a month. Now, the reason this is important, what I want to highlight here, is that this is Adeola. You see Adeola over here? Adeola failed his exams and did not get into medical school. And both Adeola and Yusuf are Asian. I don't know where exactly they're from. I don't just want to, offhandedly say they're from Pakistan or whatever, but they're from somewhere in Asia. And for those of you who don't know, Asian parents don't play. Right. So I have a couple friends of mine who are doctors, and like, no lie, if an Asian kid gets a 98 on the test, their parent will fight the teacher over those last 2 points. Like, why didn't my child get 100? Like, they don't play about that. So because he didn't get into medical school, and again, clearly he's crushing it. They wouldn't be on this segment if they weren't crushing it. They're absolutely crushing it. Do you know that Adeola's parents are still giving him grief for not being a doctor? Right? So, and this is not an attempt to drag Adeola's parents. I would never do something like that. I want to have Adeola and Yusuf on the show in the future. But I just want to highlight this is why I do this. And this is why Tiny Giants podcast exists, because I want parents to understand the opportunity there and that their child really can make a living at this. Because again, imagine how that feels. And Adeola and Yusuf talk about this, like, clearly they're successful. Clearly they're crushing it. Hell, they make more than a medical doctor, because most doctors don't make $50,000 in a month. And there's more to it than that, right? Because they have a team. There's Adeola, there's Yusuf, there's also Harrison, and the fourth person's name escapes me at the moment. And they have an editor, and so they have expenses. They have to pay these people. But seriously, like $50,000 a month, that ain't nothing to sneeze at. But all his parents can talk about is how he's not a medical doctor, right? So we want to try to get away from that. And we want to try to, celebrate people and give them their flowers while they're here. So for our first Creator Crushing It segment, salute to the good folks over at Anime Balls Deep. Y'all are killing it. I enjoy your content. That concludes our very first Creator Crushing It segment.